Ready.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's White, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his man complete. That's Lamb. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
Ready.
Williams Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
In motion, Hill. Williams again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now receiver in motion left. Williams, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
First down, here's White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Looking to throw on second down. Tua. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far, brings up third down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter.
On fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long.
Back to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And the Dolphins are going to take over here up near the 40. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw here, hauled in.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Smith red. Blue check. Ready.
On 2nd down, Williams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
Second and 4.
Here's Tua.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. In motion, the tight end. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready up.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Quick, Miller.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Javonte Williams with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations. But there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making it.
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Back to throw again.
And oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bucs are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Okay, ready?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second and 2. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The defense stiffens to 4. Following that first down gain of 8. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready, break. Correct one.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on second and 14. Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ready.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Tua sets up to pass it. He finds his man complete. It's Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to pass. Tua. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. All
right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll drop to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
On the double.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Okay, right.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
38.
Now Tua.
This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Lamb.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. On the move to his left. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
The game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
On the set.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 66 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here just past the 25.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They run it again with Williams. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins.
Well, if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was